This is the Nine of Pentacles. It looks like somebody's had a barbecue and it's gone horribly wrong. Actually looks like a flaming cauldron, doesn't it? Which actually, when I look back at the original symbolism, there's a female stood there. She's got a bird on her hand with some sort of weird red headdress on the bird. She has flowers on her cloak and she's got grapevines all behind her. She's got her pentacles all stacked up. She stood between two trees, almost like two pillars, and in the background is a castle. The depiction of her is reminding me of Therese de Lisieux, who was also called the Little Flower. But obviously the pentacles, roses, go back to Venus connection. Goddess of love associated with Aphrodite and other figures throughout history. So although I've depicted essentially a big fire, it's also a bit like a cup. Everybody seems to be having a good time. So it's a fire that gives life, not destroys. You can see lots of different figures within the fire here. Sort of a central figure, again with a blindfold. It looks like there's somebody hanging upside down with like water spewing out of their mouth. We're trying to cool things down a little bit. Then there's a figure to the left of that with like a blue headdress. And then further right, there's almost like this ladder idea or a mummy again. Much like the Nine of Cups, there is this sort of standing figure with wings, which has got a glow emanating from them. There's a little ladder in their body, on top of which looks like a dinosaur's face was spewing out some light. And at the very top, they've got wings. They've also got horns, which I think is this reference to like cattle worship, bulls, etc. So bottom right, there's these two figures which seem to be feeding from this fire. Actually, they both have like horned headdresses, a bit like antlers. The bottom one looks female, the top one looks male to me, and there's different symbols around them as well, which I've drawn in sort of what would be, I guess, the sky. There's this figure bottom left, it looks a bit like a dog that's walking home, but he's had a bit too much to partake because he looks like he's vomiting. There's another figure there to the right of him, which looks like he's spewing out something blue. So on the top right, there's this tall figure that looks like it's looking left. That looks like a male figure to me. It's above this sort of ladder mummy figure. He looks very serious. The right of him is, I think, more of a female character. Got a glow emanating around her. And I was going to say it looks like she's riding a camel or a donkey. But from this angle, it actually also looks like there's a male head right where her vagina would be. So maybe that's why she's glowing. And there's different symbols in the sky as well. There's some other figures off to the left-hand side. Can't quite make out exactly what they would be. So I think this card has a very serious message about being careful which parties you get invited to over Christmas. Maybe take a fire hydrant with you. Actually, in all seriousness, it looks like being provided for. There's everything you need and more. Plenty to share. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe.